the mechanic for every rank in Rocket League. So this is basically a third part from my other two videos where I invented mechanics. So today we'll be showing you a mechanic I invented, or a mechanic that's already in the game that will come in handy for every rank in Rocket League. Some of these mechanics, getting to the diamonds, the champs, the grand champs, and supersonic legends. Some of these I cannot do, but I can describe it to you to my fullest, and I can also try to air dribble. I can probably get up to gold doing most of the mechanics, maybe even flat. So let's start off with the first mechanic. So if you want to be ahead of your friends when you're bronze, the first mechanic you should learn is ball control and ball cam. So most bronze start without having ball cam, but that makes it a lot harder to play Rocket League and harder to score. So what we want to do is we want to turn it on. Now you can track the ball. Although you may not be able to see the people on the field as much, you can see the ball, and that's the most important part. And besides, those people on the field are usually going to be by the ball anyways, so ball cam is really effective. And when you're in bronze, if you want an early head start, you should start with dribbling. So let me teach you how to do this. It's easy. So you want the ball to go into the air kind of like that, which will happen in some real matches. Well, if it is, there's a little shadow under the ball. And turn off ball cam for a second, and just keep driving and balancing your car, going back and forth, so that the ball doesn't fall down, it's just still. For this, I don't want you to hold R2 if you're on PlayStation. Just tap it, and tap L2 if you're doing it backwards. So, it may bounce a little bit, but once you get a steady controlled ball, which will take some time, honestly. Again, this is a pretty advanced thing for bronzes. From here, you can do a lot of stuff. You can pop it. You can bicycle kick it. Well, let me show you bicycle kick really quickly. And then from here, if you know how to aerial, you can even aerial it. So, for bronze, you want to learn how to dribble and just really enhance that ball control. That's pretty much all you need. And let's change the match so that you can learn how to actually shoot on a net. That's another thing that the bronzes need to learn. The things that bronzes struggle with the most is shooting open nets, having possession of the ball, which is solved with our dribbling, and ball cam, which I already explained. So, we're in Aquadome right now on the map, and we want to shoot on an open net. First of all, learn how to drift. It works a lot. And it helps a lot too. If you're behind the ball, for example like this, and you have ball cam here, which is, if you're ever away from the ball and you can't see it, turn ball cam on. Preferably always keep ball cam on. It just helps a lot. But for some reason, if you are facing the other way with ball cam off, turn ball cam on. Now, from here, turn your wheels left or right with your left joystick. Whatever you want. Whatever fits better. You can actually see your joysticks, your wheels, your top wheels moving. So if you feel like it's on the left side of you, then put your joysticks to the left, or to the right, depending on where the ball is. Then, you basically want to do this while holding square and pressing the drive button. It should look something like this. And just don't drift too much, because if you do, you may look like this. And you don't want to look like this. As sometimes bronzes learn how to drift, but they just do it so much that they literally turn back to the same position. That's a no-no. That's what we want to fix. Let's show some ball possession in this game too. If the tutorial wasn't clear, very sorry, Bronzes, but these are some simple techniques though, so you should probably learn how to do them. Now, back to open nets. We learned how to drift so far, turn on ball cam, some advanced ball control, and also, other stuff. And we also learned how to, other stuff too. So, bronzes don't turn on ball cam, which is why they don't do open nets. If you want to have ball cam on, you need to learn how to use it to your advantage. See how the ball is straight here? All you're gonna do is just drive the ball straight and just use your car control. Just jump to the ball and finish it. You can jump like by jumping and then holding your joystick and jumping forward like this. But when you're here, don't let it stay there. Go and kick again. That works. That's another mistake bronzes make. Once they get it once, the opponent will come back. But here's how to stop it. Alright, so we're in a new map. This one is called Starbase Arc, and has Rumble integrated into it. So this is really good to practice feeding for bronzes and even other ranks too. Like up to gold, this map is perfection. So what you want to do is we're gonna start a kickoff, right? We're gonna just get through the position. So, see how our opponent is guarding right now? Use what we taught you. So, drift if you need to, and then hit it 2 times. Never hesitate to. That only makes it worse. See how they're there? Hit up there. Ball control now. And slot it in like that. Simple, right? Well, now we're in kickoff. Who gets the ball first? That's the thing. We've covered a lot so far, but now kickoff is where bronzes are bad. They usually just miss the ball, which is because I don't have ball cam on. I know. So instead of just missing the ball or whatever, you're gonna stay at kickoff, position yourself, jump forward 2 times, and then hit it. You may not score, that doesn't matter though, since if you can get back to the ball and do a bicycle kick maybe, that will help a lot. Over here now, see how it wasn't in shooting range at one time, but you can recover it easily. Sometimes slow motion is harder for this map, so don't do that. Now, you can either control it or slot it. Oh. Let's try it again. Control or up. Nice. Alright. Bronzes, I taught you everything I need to know, and silvers, this stuff all applies to you too, so you're off the hook, by the way. But I do want to teach you something. So, silvers, their biggest mistake is they have a tendency to go for aerials that are basically impossible and don't have the best decision making. That's another thing with bronzes too, but you guys don't even learn that yet. All you guys need to learn is these techniques I taught you so you can move up to just silver. Alright, for aerials. You don't need to do air dribbles yet, but you don't need to do aerials yet, but you want to learn how to be in the air. Start getting comfortable being in the air. That's the number one tip I have for you. See how I hit this ball here? You're just gonna position your car up, like this. And then also boost up too. Simple. And just make sure you boost enough, but not too much. So if you do boost too much, then you'll hit the ceiling. And if you don't boost too much, then you'll just hit the ground. See where I'm going with this? Let's say the ball is in the air. Let's just make it in the air first. And then you want to get back to it. Just position your car up and hit it. If you have a powerful enough hit, then you don't have to go back and finish it sometimes. That's for the bronzes too. So for you guys, if you get a head start on aerials, then you will be pretty much ready for gold before you hit gold. Just work on these basic mechanics and not actually hitting aerials, just perfecting your technique. That's what will help you. So then when you're in gold and you have knowledge of aerials, you'll be pretty much better than any other gold. Alright, silvers. I think it pretty much sums it up for you guys, and bronzes too. Now we're moving on to the goldies. For you goldies. Now that if you are silver and you didn't do any of the aerials or any of the stuff I told you about earlier, we need just new. So golds need to know how to do basic aerials. They need to know how to have good ball control, like decent ball control, and they need to know how to get the ball into the air, flick it, and all that stuff. I'm not expecting a lot of you golds, but in plat rank, you'll be expected a lot of by pretty much everyone that you see. So don't fret it too much though. For you golds, you want to keep practicing that aerial motion. And for you guys, learn how to air roll. So when you're in the air, whatever air roll option you have, you can check it in settings or keybinds. Just use it to aerial left and right. That will come in handy for air dribbles later on in the diamond section and champ section. Just learn how to keep perfecting that motion, but as soon as you can, after you perfect the motion, then start actually doing aerials, like we said. Golds, what you guys need to learn is aerial control, and you shouldn't be missing open nets. Okay.